A while back I found two cave spider spawners in an abandoned mine shaft, and being inspired by Etho's video of his experience with the cave spiders, I thought I'd make a XP farm out of this. But just as Etho found out, cave spiders are really hard to control for a lot of the reasons that he mentioned. They track you through blocks, and they're so small. They're only one block large, so they can fit through any opening. And since they track you, you're really hard to push with water currents. But I watched Etho make his, and unfortunately he didn't ever make a tutorial that I ever found. So I wanted to make a tutorial of my version of it that I think is a little bit improved even on Etho's, because of some addition of some new blocks lately. So let me go through what I've got. So it all starts down here with the two cave spider spawners. There's one here, and then there's one over here. And I cleared out, I believe it's a 15 block drop below it, and 8 by 8 all the way around it, so that there's maximum spawning rates. And they fall down onto this water bed that is has fence posts underneath it. Here, let me go in there and show you. Alright, so I'm down inside one of these now. Turn the lights on to disable spawning. But as you can see, it's an 8 by 8 grid, centered on, let's see, I believe this corner of the block, of the spawner right here, which enables maximum spawning. Then they fall, I think it's 15 blocks, down onto the fence posts, and I have water current running over top of it. Now this is a trick that I learned from Etho, of course. The fence posts stick up a little bit more than one block. So you can run water current over top of this, but they still take damage when they land on it. So I've got the water currents pushing them over here, and this is also taken directly from Etho. It pushes them up onto a stone stairway here. One thing you need to remember with the cave spiders is that they jump around and everything pretty much any time, unless they are within a 1 by 1 block area and there's a water current. If they're in an area like this, there's no way that they can jump around, and they have to follow the current. So the whole goal of all of this is to get them into a position like that where they can't move around. So Etho discovered that if you push them up with signs onto a half step, or onto a step, they're going to ride the water current. It's going to push them up onto here, up onto the step, and push them on into this little mess right here. Now the way this works is, let's see, we've got the steps going up here, and then some perpendicular steps over here with some more signs. Now this water current is flowing from this block right here over here, and then it goes back in there. So what's going to happen is these water currents are pushing them up onto this ledge. This ledge is pushing them up to here, and then this water current, when this pushes them up this way, this water current is going to draw them back into the pipeline back over there. So to build this, I've got 2 steps here and a water current on top of it that pushes them back this way. And these signs all keep the water currents in the right spot, so that the water doesn't go everywhere. Now if you remember, you need to keep spiders into a 1 by 1 area as much as possible. Anything above 1 block, and they'll be able to move around and jump around. So Actually, this should be a stair. I think that would actually work better, but I haven't had any problems, so I'm going to leave it. But my trick that I did that improved upon Etho's design, and when he did his, he didn't have upside down stairs, but is to do upside down stairs. Now let me show you what I mean. So if you remember, the whole key with all of this is that you have to keep a cave spider within a 1x1 block. So the whole pipeline here is designed to be that way. Now the way that I accomplished this was this little trick right here. Let me jump up a step here. So they're coming in like this, and with a stair down here and an upside down stair here, they can float up here and up here, and they're never outside of a 1x1 block area. The spiders themselves are just a half a block high, I believe, so that's why they can fit into this little area here. But so this will push them. They'll go up here, over here, and then on back. Now for the longest time I had a problem with them getting stuck on the corners, and you'll notice right here actually, well, let me turn the spawning back on. I've got the lights turned off. Alright, let's watch them come in here. Now you notice I do have one problem still, is that right here they still get caught, and they tend to bunch up. Now what I noticed is anytime that there's a turn in the, yeah, they're glitching out here because I'm on multiplayer. It's annoying. But anytime there's a turn, there has to be more than, it has to be a 3-block area around the corner. Like, notice here I've got, let me jump up here. I've got nothing special here. I've got block, block, block for the corner right here before any stairs. And now notice they can't do anything. They can't fight the current, even though they're being pushed away from me. They still can't fight the current in this situation. Now, the problem I had before was that I was turning the corners too sharply, and I don't understand why, but for some reason they can fight the current in that situation. But if you give them enough room, they won't be able to. So to fix this problem right here, where they're starting to bunch up on this corner, I need to make these turns not quite so sharp. I just haven't done that yet. So let's go back up top. They go up this elevator system, which brings them all the way up top here. And then it, using the same principle, draws them around here. Now I had another problem. I kept trying to drop them. Let me turn the sound down. I kept trying to drop them like I did with my other XP farms with zombies and skeletons. But spiders like to climb, and for the life of me, Etho drops his, and for the life of me I could not get mine to drop. They always wanted to climb. So what I ended up doing was just letting them climb. I've got, this is 2 blocks high, 1 block here and 1 block here, and they come in and they always go up, and they always just congregate up there, and I have had no problems with them getting backed up in this area. I can still reach them and kill them like this. I also added the ability to shut off this water with a piston right here, and when I do that I can throw a splash potion up here and kill them all in one shot, and then I re-enable this and they flow back in. And with this I calculated I'm getting a rate of 14 spiders per minute, which means I can get up to from 0 to level 50 in about 65 or 70 minutes of just sitting here and then throwing a splash potion and getting all the experience. I find I have to do it in 2 batches. It tends to lag too much if there gets to be more than 400 or 500 spiders. So I'll wait 30 minutes until 400 or 500 spiders, collect, kill them, get the experience, and do that again, and then I'll be up to level 50. Works really well. I've enchanted tons of stuff. Now the reason that I'm bringing them on up to the top here is because I drop them down, but the reason that I bring them on up is the way that spawners work. There can only be 6 spiders within a, I believe it's a 8x8 within a certain distance of the spawner itself. No, I think it's, I don't know, I have to look at the wiki for it. I'm not exactly sure the distance. There's a certain distance that you can't have more than 6 spiders in, or the spawner doesn't work. So the whole point of this is I drop the spiders as quickly as possible to get them outside of that radius, and all of this piping and everything keeps them outside of that radius for both of these spawners, so that there's always a chance that we can do spawning. We're never going to miss a spawning cycle because there's spiders in that area. So as soon as they spawn, they drop, and then they're outside of that spawn zone, and they're always outside of that spawn zone for both of them. Now spawners also are only activated if you're within 16 or 17 blocks of them. So the reason that I'm bringing them on back up to the top is so that I can stand here, still be within the activation radius, but I want the spiders outside of the spawn radius. So that's this little area over here. Is the other spawner is back over this way. So this whole area over here is outside of the spawn zone for both of these, but I can stand here and still activate both of the spawners. And this is how I'm able to get the maximum spawn rates. And that's pretty much it. Hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll answer if I can. Thanks for watching.